You're here, not by chance, but by fate's unseen hand. A spark poised to blaze in this moment's eternal fire. In this video, you'll journey through 4 gates. Not 3, not 10. 4 chords that hum creation's truth, igniting your soul. Shadows will part. Chains will break. Your heart will soar. For rivers carve. For winds whisper. For flames dance. For stars call. Science unveils it. 4 codes weave your cells. Ancients etched it. For altars hold the light. Like this truth, share your spark, join the song. Comment your fire. You're not adrift. You're the code. Seize it now. Transform. Awaken. Part 1, The Pulse of the Eternal 4. There is a pulse older than stars, deeper than breath, woven into your soul's silent song. For not 5, not 7. 4 is the code that spins galaxies, sparks life, mirrors your being. Seasons whisper it. Winds carry it. Your heart hums it. For seasons bloom. For directions call. For elements dance. For truths awaken. You are not lost in chaos. You are coded in light. Science sees it. 4 forces for bases of life. Ancients carved it. 4 gates. For rivers. Feel it now. Step into the rhythm. The code of 4 awaits to transform your energy, rewrite time, awaken your soul. This is not a fleeting thought, nor a puzzle to solve with restless hands. It is a rhythm, a sacred chord struck before the dawn of words, echoing in the bones of the earth and the fire of your veins. Look beyond the noise. The world is not a clash of chance, but a tapestry woven of 4. The earth sings it through 4 seasons. Winter's hush, spring's dawn, summer's blaze, autumn's sigh. Each is not mere time passing. Each is a mirror, reflecting the tides of your spirit. Have you felt spring stirring? The moment an idea sparks, when hope rises like a bud through frost. It's the morning you fling open a window after months of shadow, and your lungs drink light. Summer surges when life flows unbound, when you laugh without weight, when days stretch like endless skies. You know that fire, the you who says yes, who moves with the sun's own heat. Autumn calls when you release, when a dream fades and you let it fall like leaves, trusting the ground beneath. And winter is the silence no one sees, the deep healing woven in stillness, when your soul turns inward to listen. The ancients heard this song. They did not merely live, they danced with it. In Egypt, priests knelt before 4 guardians of the winds, their faces turned to the cardinal stars, holding the soul's compass. In the Americas, shamans wove 4 directions into medicine wheels. Each spoke a path to wisdom. In India, yogis traced 4 states of consciousness: waking, dreaming, deep sleep, transcendence, threading the needle of the self through eternity's cloth. The Hebrews sang of 4 angels encircling the throne, 4 rivers flowing from Eden's heart. They did not craft this code. They knelt to its truth, carving it into stone, into song, into the breath of their days. Science, too, bows before this rhythm, though its voice is sharp and clear. For states of matter, solid, liquid, gas, plasma, build the world you touch, the air you breathe. For forces, gravity's pull, electromagnetism's spark, the strong bond, the weak shift, cradle the cosmos in their hands. For bases of DNA, adenine, thymine, cytosine, guanine, write the script of your body, a living poem pulsing with the same pattern that spins the stars. Is it chance or is it a seal? Your cells hum the chord that holds the heavens. You are not separate. You are the echo of 4. Yet you've felt the fracture, the weight, the loops that bind you. The days when your fire burns too bright and leaves you ash, or when your heart drowns in waves you cannot name. That's not your failing. That's the signal, the code calling you back. The world has taught you to scatter, to chase clocks, to hoard data, to sever spirit from flesh. It has built cages of noise to drown the rhythm, to keep you tethered instead of soaring. But the code never fades. It lives in your pulse, in the earth beneath your feet, in the stars that crown your dreams. It whispers when you pause, when the clamor falls silent, when you dare to feel. You've seen it all along, though no one named it for you. The seasons were not just weather, they were your becoming. The directions were not just a map, they were your compass. Stand at the ocean's edge as dawn breaks. Feel the spark, the breath of east, kindling your spirit's fire. Walk beneath the noon sun, sense the surge of south, urging you to move, to create. Watch the sunset's glow. Let west's gentle release soften your heart. Face north in the quiet night, and hear the wisdom that speaks only in stillness. You are not adrift. You are woven into a current, a sacred fourfold dance. Your life spirals through 4 gates: childhood's wonder, youth's flame, adulthood's purpose, age's knowing. But these are not chains. They are wings. A child may carry the weight of ancients in her eyes. An elder may dance with the spark of youth. The code does not bind you to time. It frees you to weave through it. You can bloom in spring at 80, rest in winter's arms at 25. This is not a rule. This is a revelation. Here lies the truth, shimmering like a star in your grasp. The code of 4 is not outside you. It is you. Your breath, your fire, your tides, your silence. They sing the same song as the cosmos. When you feel lost, when the world presses heavy, it is not because you are broken. It is because you've played one note too long, starving the others. Fire without water scorches. Earth without air stagnates. But when you let all 4 sing, when seasons, winds, elements, and truths align, you are no longer a fragment. You are the symphony. This is not a lesson to learn, but a rhythm to embody. The code of 4 is not a secret locked in ancient tomes or distant stars. It is here, now, pulsing in your veins, waiting for you to claim it. You are not a wanderer seeking light. You are the light, coded in 4, ready to burn, to flow, to rise, to be. Let us now step through the veil, into the temple of your soul, where 4 flames await to transform your energy, rewrite time, and awaken the infinite within you. Part 2. The 4 Codes of Creation. 4 flames burn in the temple of your being, each a spark of the infinite, each a key to the unseen. They are not laws to obey, nor secrets to hoard. They are codes woven into your breath, your will, your light. Presence anchors you in the eternal now. Attention weaves the threads of your dreams. Identity mirrors the cosmos within your heart. Sovereignty breaks the chains of illusion. These are not mere words. They are songs, sung by the stars, echoed in your soul. For codes call you not to seek, but to become. Which flame will you kindle first? Presence is the first code, the root of all power. Time is not a chain that drags you forward. It is a field, shimmering with light, bending to the weight of your gaze. You are not its prisoner. You are its weaver. In the stillness of now, the past softens, the future bows. Have you felt it? The moment when time slows, when a lover's touch, a child's laugh, or a quiet dawn holds you in its arms, and the world falls silent. That is presence, the throne where your soul reigns. Science whispers its truth. In deep focus, your brain hums with alpha waves, softening the veil between you and the infinite. Mystics knew it, sitting in caves, their breath aligned with the pulse of eternity. The Hebrews named it in the sacred pause, the space between YHWH's letters, where creation breathes. To live in presence is to rewrite time, not with force, but with being. Pause now. Feel your breath. You are not late. You are here. Attention is the second code, the wand of your creation. Your thoughts are not shadows. They are seeds, falling where your light shines. Your emotions are not fleeting. They are rivers, carving paths through the stone of reality. Where you rest your gaze, energy flows. You've known this truth. The day you dwelled on fear, and the world grew heavy. The night you held a vision, and synchronicity knocked at your door. Quantum physics nods. Observation shapes the wave, collapsing possibility into form. The shamans saw it, their eyes fixed on sacred fires, calling dreams into being. In the gospel tales, 4 voices: Matthew's fire, Mark's earth, Luke's water, John's air. focus the divine into story. Your attention is not passive. It is a brush, painting the canvas of your life. But the world scatters it, feeds it noise, steals its power. Reclaim it. Choose what you see. Choose what you feel. Starve the shadows. Feed the light. Identity is the third code, the mirror of your cosmos. You are not a fragment adrift in the void. You are the universe, folded into flesh, reflecting itself in the quiet of your heart. Who do you believe you are? Your answer is not a thought. It is a command. If you see yourself as small, the world builds walls. If you see yourself as infinite, the stars part to make way. Neuroscience unveils this. Your brain filters reality through the lens of your beliefs, showing you only what you expect to see. The ancients sang it, Tat-tvam aci. Thou art that, binding self to source in a single breath. In Eden, for rivers flowed from one heart, naming you as the center of creation. You felt the spark, when a truth lit your chest, when you stood taller, knowing you were more than your fears. Identity is not a mask you wear. It is a fire you claim. Speak it now. I am creator. I am whole. The universe listens, for it lives within you. Sovereignty is the fourth code, the wind that shatters illusion. The chains you feel, fear, doubt, the rules of a sleeping world are not iron. They are whispers sustained by your nod. Refuse them and they crumble. You are not a pawn in the matrix. You are its unmaker. Stand at the edge of your truth and the system glitches. You've tasted this freedom when you said no to a lie, when you walked away from what dimmed your light. The Gnostics knew it, defying empires to sing their soul's song. Science sees it. Your choices reshape neural paths, breaking the spells of conditioning. In the Bible's vision, for horsemen ride, not to destroy, but to awaken, clearing the false to reveal the true. Sovereignty is not rebellion. It is remembrance. Opt out of shadows. Step into your flame. The world cannot hold what it cannot see. These four codes are not separate. They are one. A spiral of light, pulsing through your being. Presence roots you in the now where time bows. Attention weaves your will where energy flows. Identity mirrors your truth, where reality grows. Sovereignty frees your spirit where infinity knows. They are not tools to grasp, but songs to sing, each note a step closer to your awakening. Yet the world will pull you back. It will scatter your presence with hurry, steal your attention with noise, cloud your identity with doubt, bind your sovereignty with fear. These are not chains. They are invitations. Each stumble is a call to return, to align, to burn brighter. You felt their flicker. The moment you stood still and the world grew clear. The day you focused, and doors opened unbidden. The night you knew yourself and fear fell silent. The choice you made against all odds that set your soul ablaze. These were not accidents. They were the codes, alive in you, whispering their truth. Collect these moments. They are not fleeting. They are your map, etched in the light of four. This is not a path to walk, but a rhythm to embody. The four codes are not distant stars. They are the fire in your veins, the breath in your chest, the knowing in your bones. You are not seeking power. You are remembering it. Presence is your root, attention your wand, identity your mirror, sovereignty your wings. Which will you claim today? Let their flames rise. Let their songs weave. Step now, not tomorrow, into the temple where four truths burn eternal, ready to transform your energy, rewrite time, and awaken the soul that has always been yours. Part 3, Whispers of the Ancient Flame. Beneath the stars' eternal gaze, for whispers rise, not of dust, but of light, each a spark, each a song from time's forgotten heart. They echo through ancient fires, calling the code of four. Presence steadies the earth. Attention weaves the tide. Identity burns the flame. Sovereignty lifts the wind. They are not tales of old. They are rivers, flowing in your soul, alive in the wisdom of seers, pulsing in your now. For whispers sing, for flames awaken, for lights resound. What ancient song stirs in your heart? Presence was the first whisper, a breath of earth in sacred stillness. In Egypt, Ma'at held the cosmos, a balance where time knelt to now. The Taoists named it Wu Wei, flowing without force, rooted in the eternal. You felt it, standing under an old oak, its silence saying, "Be here." The Buddha sat beneath the Bodhi tree, fourfold breaths grounding truth. To weave presence, pause 1 minute each dawn. Breathe deep, feel your feet. Rooted, you are not adrift. Scattered, you wander. Still now, and time softens. What anchors you today? Attention was the second whisper, a tide of water in focused light. Zen masters gazed at one point, their minds a river, carving truth from chaos. Shamans faced four winds, their vision quests calling dreams to form. You've known it, when a melody held you, when a friend's words lit your path. The Vedic chants wove four notes, each a spark of will. To weave attention, write one hope today. Hold it in your mind for 1 minute, vivid as now. Focused, you create. Distracted, you fade. See now, what tide do you shape? Identity was the third whisper, a flame of fire in sacred knowing. The Upanishads sang Tat Tvam Asi, thou art that binding self to stars. Medicine wheels spun four paths, naming you body, heart, mind, spirit. You felt it when truth struck deep, when you stood tall, whole. The psalmist wrote of four corners, a self rooted in divine light. To weave identity, whisper daily, I am light. Write it once. Known, you shine. Doubting, you dim. Burn now. Who are you truly? Sovereignty was the fourth whisper, a wind of air in boundless truth. Sufis spun fourfold dances, defying chains to touch the divine. The Bodhisattva vowed freedom, breaking illusion for all. You've heard it when you said no to fear, when courage cleared your way. The Exodus led through fourfold seas, parting for the free. To weave sovereignty, choose one true act today, small or vast. Free, you soar. Bound, you falter. Rise now. What wind will you claim? These whispers are not lost. They sing in your bones, in the fires of old, in the stillness of your heart. The ancients were not dreamers. They were weavers, tying earth to sky. You felt their echo, when silence spoke, when focus lit your way, when truth named you, when freedom called. The world would mute them with noise, haste, doubt. Yet they remain coded in for, waiting for your voice. Science echoes them. Mindfulness steadies cells, focus shapes neural paths, belief forges DNA, choice frees the mind. This is not lore. It is your heritage, alive now. For songs hum, for winds call, for lights weave the eternal in your soul. Part 4, The Mirror of Starlight. Above the rush of days, for mirrors gleam, not of glass, but of starlight, each a gaze, each a pulse of truth's eternal flame. They reflect the code of four, not tomorrow but now. Presence roots the earth. Attention flows the tide. Identity burns the flame. Sovereignty lifts the wind. They are not theories. They are rivers, alive in your cells, woven in the science of your mind, sacred in your breath. For mirrors shine, for songs awaken, for lights resound. What starlight do you see today? Presence is the first mirror, and earth where now takes root. It is not a fleeting tick. It is a mountain, steady beneath time's tides. You are not its shadow. You are its pulse. You felt it. When dawn's glow held you, when a breath stilled fear, when time paused in laughter's arms. Science sees it. Alpha waves we focus, stretching now beyond the clock. Zen masters sat, their fourfold breath a root in eternity. To see presence, stand still 1 minute today. Feel your heart. Rooted, you command time. Rushed, you drift. Be now. Where are you? Attention is the second mirror, a tide where stars are shaped. It is not a glance. It is a river, flowing where your light falls, carving truth from dreams. You've known it. When focus opened doors, when joy drew love, when a vision lit your way. Neuroscience confirms it. The reticular system filters chaos, shaping what you see. Shamans gazed at four fires, their will weaving form. To see attention, hold one dream today. Picture it 1 minute, vivid as life. Focused, you create. Scattered, you fade. Look now. What star do you carve? Identity is the third mirror, a flame where self is forged. It is not a mask. It is a fire, burning doubt to ash, naming you infinite. Who are you? You felt it when truth struck, when you stood whole, when you knew beyond fear. Epigenetics reveals it. Beliefs rewrite your cells, your mind shaping life's code. The Tao named fourfold harmony, self as source. To see identity, say today, I am whole. Write it once. Known, you shine. Hidden, you dim. Burn now. What flame are you? Sovereignty is the fourth mirror, a wind where freedom soars. It is not a fight. It is a breath, rising above illusion, carrying truth to stars. You've heard it when you chose courage, when you broke a chain, when your heart soared free. Psychology maps it. Choices rewire your brain, freeing you from spells. The Buddha walked fourfold paths, unbound by fear. To see sovereignty, act once today from truth, say yes to light. Free, you rise. Bound, you falter. Fly now. What wind do you claim? These mirrors are not dreams. They are your pulse, alive in your now, shaped by science, sung by seers. Presence steadies where earth holds firm. Attention weaves where tides shape stars. Identity forges where flames burn true. Sovereignty lifts where winds soar free. The world clouds them. Haste, noise, doubt, fear. Yet they gleam, coded in for, waiting for your gaze. You've seen their light. When clarity cut chaos. When focus brought answers. When truth named you. When courage freed you. Science sings it. Alpha waves open now. Neurons weave truth. Cells carry light. Choices break chains. This is not theory. It is your starlight, alive today. For tides search. For flames burn. For songs weave the eternal in your soul. Part 5. The Four Pillars of Your Temple. Within you stands a temple, not of stone, but of light. 4 pillars carved from the eternal, each a spark of your infinite self. They are not fragments of your being. They are rivers, flowing as one, singing the code of 4. Physical roots you in presence. Emotional tides weave your attention. Mental flames forge your identity. Spiritual winds lift your sovereignty. These are not mere bodies, but altars, pulsing with the rhythm of stars, alive in the science of your cells, sacred in the choices of your heart. For pillars rise, for songs resound, for truths awaken. Which pillar calls your touch today? The physical body is the first pillar, the earth of your presence. It is not mere flesh, but a sacred vessel, grounding your soul in the now. Your bones are not stone. They are roots, anchoring you to the pulse of life. Your breath is not air. It is a bridge, tying spirit to form. You felt its strength when you walked barefoot on cool earth, when your heart steadied after a deep inhale, when your body held you through grief no words could name. Science maps its wonder. 37 trillion cells, each a cosmos, dance to the fourfold code of DNA, adenine, thymine, cytosine, guanine. The ancients revered it. In Egypt, the body was Ka, the house of eternity. In the Bible, a temple where 4 winds gathered to breathe life. To honor your physical self is to root in presence. Feed it with care, move it with grace, rest it with love. Neglect it and your light scatters. Nurture it and time bows to your step. Touch the earth now. You are here. The emotional body is the second pillar, the water of your attention. It is not a storm to tame, but a tide to guide, carrying the songs of your heart. Your feelings are not flaws. They are currents, flowing with memory, shaping your reality. You've known their power. When joy lifted you like a wave, when sorrow sank deep, when a quiet knowing stirred before thought. Neuroscience unveils it. Emotions trigger cascades of chemistry, rewiring your brain, echoing in your cells. The shamans saw it, their drums pulsing 4 beats, calling water's wisdom to heal. In Eden, for rivers flowed, each a tide of feeling. Abundance, memory, clarity, strength, naming your heart the source. To master your emotional self is to wield attention. Feel deeply but choose wisely. Release the grief that binds. Embrace the love that frees. Let your tides flow clear, and synchronicity follows. Soften now. What does your heart sing? The mental body is the third pillar, the fire of your identity. It is not a cage, but a forge, where thoughts become truths, where beliefs shape worlds. Your mind is not noise. It is a flame, burning bright or wild, as you choose. You felt it spark, when a truth struck like lightning, when doubt dimmed your path, when clarity carved a way forward. Science confirms it. Neuroplasticity rewires your brain. Each thought a stroke on reality's canvas. Each belief a seed in your cells. The yogis knew it, their mantras fourfold chants, forging the self from chaos to light. In the Gospels, for voices, lion, ox, man, eagle, named one truth. Their mind's a mirror of the divine. To align your mental self is to claim identity. Question your limits. Reframe your story. Speak as the one who is whole. Let your fire burn true, and the world reflects your light. Think now. Who are you beyond the shadows? The spiritual body is the fourth pillar, the air of your sovereignty. It is not a dream, but a wind, carrying whispers from the infinite, guiding you home. Your spirit is not silent. It is a song, sung in dreams, in synchronicity, in the knowing before thought. You've heard its call. When a stranger's words struck deep, when a starlit night stirred longing, when your heart said yes without reason. Quantum theories hint at it. Consciousness may weave beyond the brain, touching a field where all is one. The Sufis danced it. Their whirl's a spiral of four, merging self with source. In the Bible, for angels guarded the throne, their wings the breath of freedom. To awaken your spiritual self is to live sovereignty. Trust the whisper. Follow the sign. Act from truth. Let your wind rise free, and the chains of illusion dissolve. Listen now. What does your soul know? These four pillars are not separate. They are one. A temple of light, rising from the earth of your being, flowing through the tides of your heart, burning in the fire of your mind, soaring on the winds of your spirit. Presence roots you in the now where pillars stand firm. Attention weaves your focus, where rivers carve truth. Identity forges your essence, where flames shape stars. Sovereignty lifts your freedom, where winds sing eternal. Yet the world would shake this temple. It starves your body with haste, clouds your heart with fear, scatters your mind with noise, silences your spirit with doubt. These are not truths. They are shadows, cast to dim your light. You felt the tremor, when exhaustion dulled your fire, when sorrow drowned your tide, when confusion veiled your wind. These are not defeats. They are calls to return, to balance, to rise. Science and spirit are not foes. They are mirrors. In the rhythm of breath, presence heals the body's code. In the flow of emotion, attention rewires the mind's paths. In the spark of thought, identity shapes the cell's song. In the whisper of intuition, sovereignty touches the quantum sea. The ancients did not spurn knowledge. They wove it into their altars. The yogis counted breaths. The shamans read stars. The scribes named rivers. Their temple is yours, alive in your now, pulsing in your choices, burning in your truth. You are not a stranger to this temple. The day you rested and strength returned, that was your earth standing firm. The moment you felt and love answered, that was your water flowing free. The night you thought clearly and paths appeared, that was your fire burning bright. The choice you made, trusting the unseen, that was your air soaring high. These are not chances. They are pillars, holding the code of four, waiting for your touch. This is not a doctrine to learn, but a temple to build. The four codes are not distant stars. They are the pillars of your being, the rivers of your soul. You are not seeking light. You are the light coded in for, alive in this moment. Let them rise now. Sing their song. For pillars rise. For rivers flow. For truths weave the eternal in your soul. Part 6. The Four Gates of Eternity. For gates gleam within you, not of iron, but of starlight, each a portal, each a breath of the eternal. They stand where your soul meets the infinite, singing the code of four. The root grounds your presence. The heart opens your attention. The third eye unveils your identity. The crown claims your sovereignty. They are not mere points of flesh. They are rivers of fire, pulsing with the science of your being, woven in the songs of ancient seers. For gates beckon, for truths unfold, for lights awaken. Which gate will you cross today? The root is the first gate, the earth where presence takes hold. It is not a base to tread upon, but a foundation, rooting your soul in the now. Your root is not stone. It is a seed, anchoring you to life's pulse, whispering safety, strength, eternity. You felt its power when you stood on bare earth, when fear fell silent, when your body said, I am here. Science maps it. The vagus nerve steadies your heart, grounding chaos into calm, aligning you with presence's rhythm. The shamans knew it, their circles drawn to four directions, each step a vow to the earth's embrace. In the Bible, for rivers flowed from Eden, their source a root of divine now. To open this gate is to stand unshaken. Neglect it and you drift. Nurture it. Breathe deep. Feel your feet. Claim your ground. And time becomes your ally. Root now. You are home. The heart is the second gate, the water where attention flows. It is not a muscle alone, but a magnet, drawing dreams into form, weaving love into light. Your heart is not soft. It is a tide, pulling synchronicity with every beat. You've known its call. When joy surged unbidden, when a stranger's kindness stirred your depths, when connection lit your path. Neuroscience unveils it. Heart-brain coherence amplifies intuition, sending signals to the quantum sea. The yogis chanted it, their fourfold OM a wave through the heart's sacred pulse. In the Gospels, for voices, lion, ox, man, eagle, sang from one heart, their attention a bridge to truth. To open this gate is to create. Block it and pain repeats. Clear it. Feel gratitude. Breathe love. Choose joy. And reality bends to your tide. Open now. What does your heart draw? The third eye is the third gate, the fire where identity burns. It is not a myth, but a lens, seeing beyond the veil, forging truth from shadow. Your third eye is not closed. It is a flame, kindling vision, clarity, knowing. You've seen its light. When a truth struck without words, when a dream revealed your path, when you knew before knowing why. Science confirms it. The prefrontal cortex, lit by meditation, weaves insight from chaos, aligning your mind with identity's spark. The seers saw it, their gazes fixed on four stars, each a mirror of the self's infinite face. In Eden, for rivers carried clarity, naming you creator. To open this gate is to see. Doubt it and you stumble. Trust it, visualize, question, seek, and the world unveils its secrets. Look now. What truth do you see? The crown is the fourth gate, the air where sovereignty soars. It is not a jewel, but a wind, merging your soul with the infinite, carrying whispers from the source. Your crown is not silent. It is a song, sung in signs, in dreams, in the stillness beyond thought. You've heard its voice, when a synchronicity guided you, when a quiet knowing held you, when your heart said yes to the unseen. Quantum theories touch it. Consciousness may weave through a universal field, binding all to one. The Sufis danced it, their spirals fourfold, rising to kiss the divine. In the Bible, for angels crown the throne, their wings the breath of freedom. To open this gate is to be free. Close it and you wander. Lift it, trust, listen, act, and the stars bow to your truth. Rise now. What does your soul claim? These four gates are not walls. They are doorways, opening to the eternal within you. The root holds you where presence begins. The heart weaves where attention creates. The third eye sees where identity shines. The crown rises where sovereignty reigns. Yet the world would seal them shut. It burdens your root with haste, clouds your heart with fear, blinds your third eye with doubt, veils your crown with noise. These are not fates. They are spells, cast to dim your light. You felt the pull, when exhaustion shook your ground, when sorrow closed your tide, when confusion dimmed your flame. These are not chains. They are calls to awaken, to open, to shine. Science and spirit sing as one. The vagus nerve roots your presence, steadying the now. The heart's coherence weaves your attention, calling worlds to form. The cortex's light unveils your identity, painting truth on time's canvas. The quantum field lifts your sovereignty, merging self with source. The ancients did not divide these truths. They danced them. The yogis aligned breath to stars. The shamans wove visions to earth. The scribes named rivers to sky. Their gates are yours, alive in your now, pulsing in your will. You are not a stranger to these gates. The day you stood firm and fear retreated, that was your root, grounding light. The moment you loved and life answered, that was your heart weaving truth. The night you saw clearly beyond all doubt, that was your third eye burning bright. The choice you made, trusting the unseen, that was your crown soaring free. These are not dreams. They are portals coded in for, waiting for your touch. This is not a path to seek, but a gate to cross. The four codes are not hidden. They are the gates of your soul, the rivers of your light. You are not chasing eternity. You are eternity coded in for, alive in this breath. Let them open now. Sing their song. For gates open, for lights shine, for truths weave the infinite in your soul. Part 7. The Four Veils of Time. Beyond the gates, for veils shimmer, not of cloth, but of light, each a curtain, each a breath of the eternal now. They are not barriers but mirrors, reflecting the code of four. The past hums with presence. The present burns with attention. The future weaves with identity. Timelessness soars with sovereignty. Time is not a line you tread. It is a sea, alive with tides, pulsing in the science of your mind, sacred in the songs of ancient seers. For veils sway, for truths unfold, for stars awaken. Which veil will you lift today? The past is the first veil, a tide of presence yet to be claimed. It is not gone. It is a vibration, echoing in your bones, waiting for your breath to still it. The past is not fixed. It is fluid, shaped by the now you choose. You've felt its weight. When an old wound stirred, when a memory held you, when a pattern repeated despite your will. Science reveals it. Trauma lingers in neural loops, but mindfulness rewires them, freeing your cells from yesterday's song. The shamans knew it, their fourfold chants cleansing echoes of time. In the Bible, for rivers flowed from Eden, washing memory into presence. To lift this veil is to heal. Cling to it and you loop. Release it. Breathe now. Forgive. Reclaim. And the past bows to your light. Pause now. What echo will you free? The present is the second veil, a flame of attention yet to be kindled. It is not a moment fleeting. It is a fire, burning where all truths meet, alive in the now you claim. The present is not passive. It is power, forging reality with your gaze. You've tasted its spark, when time stopped in a lover's eyes, when a choice shifted your path, when clarity cut through chaos. Neuroscience unveils it. Flow states align your brain, alpha waves weaving focus into creation. The Zen masters sat in it, their fourfold breath a torch through time's illusion. In the Gospels, for voices named one now, their attention a star in the dark. To lift this veil is to create. Rush it and you scatter. Burn it, focus, feel, act, and reality bends to your will. Center now. What fire will you light? The future is the third veil, a thread of identity yet to be woven. It is not distant. It is a tapestry, shimmering with probabilities, shaped by the self you name. The future is not fate. It is a choice, drawn by the song of your heart. You've seen its pull, when a vision called you, when fear painted shadows, when hope lit a path unseen. Science confirms it. Visualization rewires neural paths. aligning your mind with what you believe. The yogis saw it, their fourfold OM a thread through time's loom. In Eden, for rivers carried dreams, naming you the weaver of tomorrow. To lift this veil is to choose. Doubt it and you waver. Claim it, envision, believe, step, and the future unfolds to your truth. Dream now. What world will you weave? Timelessness is the fourth veil, a wind of sovereignty yet to be claimed. It is not a place. It is a sea, where past, present, future merge, where eternity breathes. Timelessness is not escape. It is freedom, rising where your soul knows no bounds. You've touched its edge when meditation silenced time, when a synchronicity spoke, when you felt one with all. Quantum physics hints at it. Entanglement binds all moments, a field beyond the clock. The Sufis danced it, their spirals fourfold, merging self with source. In the Bible, for angels crowned eternity, their wings the breath of God. To lift this veil is to soar. Fear it and you falter. Embrace it. Trust, listen, be, and the stars sing your name. Rise now. What infinite will you claim? These four veils are not chains. They are wings, lifting you through time's illusion. The past heals where presence breathes. The present creates where attention burns. The future weaves where identity sings. Timelessness frees where sovereignty soars. Yet the world would bind them tight. It traps your past in regret, rushes your present with noise, clouds your future with fear, veils your timelessness with doubt. These are not truths. They are shadows, cast to dim your flight. You've felt their weight, when memory held you, when haste stole your fire, when doubt dimmed your dream. These are not fates. They are calls to awaken, to lift, to fly. Science and spirit are one song. Neural loops free the past, aligning presence with now. Flow states kindle the present, weaving attention with truth. Visualization shapes the future, forging identity with light. Entanglement lifts timelessness, merging sovereignty with all. The ancients did not divide these songs. They sang them. The yogis wove breath to stars. The shamans danced time to earth. The scribes named rivers to eternity. Their veils are yours, alive in your now, pulsing in your truth. You are not a stranger to these veils. The day you forgave and peace returned, that was the past lifted by presence. The moment you focused and life aligned, that was the present, burning bright. The night you dreamed and paths appeared, that was the future woven true. The choice you made, trusting the unseen, that was timelessness soaring free. These are not fleeting. They are veils, coded in for, waiting for your touch. This is not a clock to chase, but a veil to lift. The four codes are not distant. They are the tides of your soul, the winds of your light. You are not bound by time. You are time coded in for, alive in this breath. Let them rise now. Sing their song. For veils lift, for tides turn, for truths shine in the sea of your soul. Part 8. The Four Songs of Consciousness. Your mind is a choir, not of voices, but of light. For songs rising from the depths of your being, each a note of eternity. They are not thoughts alone. They are portals, humming the code of four. Beta races with presence. Alpha flows with attention. Theta dreams with identity. Delta sings with sovereignty. They are not mere waves in your brain. They are rivers of starlight, pulsing with the science of your soul, sacred in the wisdom of ancient seers. For songs hum, for truths resound, for lights awaken. Which song will you sing today? Beta is the first song, the drumbeat of presence in the waking world. It is not noise, but a rhythm, grounding your soul in the now of action, logic, life. Beta is not chaos. It is a pulse, driving your hands to move, your eyes to see, your voice to speak. You felt its beat when you solved a puzzle, when you ran toward a goal, when the world demanded your focus and you answered. Science measures it. Beta waves, 12 to 38 hertz, spark in your cortex, weaving alertness into form. The shamans knew it, their fourfold chants anchoring spirit to earth in rituals dance. In the Bible, for angels stood firm, their presence a shield in time's storm. To sing this song is to be here. Overwhelm it and stress binds you. Balance it. Breathe steady. Act clear. Stay rooted, and presence holds you firm. Pause now. Where is your rhythm? Alpha is the second song, the melody of attention in the quiet tide. It is not a pause, but a flow, softening your mind, opening rivers to creation. Alpha is not idle. It is a wave, carrying intuition, weaving dreams into sight. You've heard its call, when music lifted you, when a walk in nature stilled your thoughts, when a gentle knowing rose unbidden. Neuroscience unveils it. Alpha waves, 8 to 12 hertz, bridge conscious and subconscious, magnetizing clarity. The yogis chanted it, their fourfold OM a tide through the heart's silence. In the Gospels, for voices harmonized, their attention a light through time's shadow. To sing this song is to create. Scatter it and you drift. Focus it, rest easy, feel deep, see clear, and attention shapes your stars. Soften now. What melody do you hear? Theta is the third song, the hymn of identity in the dreaming deep. It is not sleep, but a vision, where your soul rewrites its truth, where self meets source. Theta is not faint. It is a flame, kindling memory, healing wounds, forging who you are. You've seen its glow, when a dream spoke clearer than day, when meditation unveiled a truth, when your heart knew before your mind. Science confirms it. Theta waves, for to 8 hertz, pulse in the hippocampus, weaving past into presence. The seers saw it, their fourfold gazes piercing time's veil, naming the self eternal. In Eden, for rivers carried dreams, flowing from identity's heart. To sing this song is to become. Doubt it and you falter. Trust it. Dream vivid, heal soft, know true, and identity shines unveiled. Dive now. What vision do you claim? Delta is the fourth song, the chant of sovereignty in the infinite sea. It is not absence, but a union, where your soul merges with the all, where freedom breathes. Delta is not silent. It is a wind, carrying whispers from beyond, guiding you to truth. You've touched its depth, when sleep brought answers, when silence held you, when you felt one with the stars. Science hints at it. Delta waves, 0.5 to 4 hertz, cradle healing, releasing DMT, the spirit's key. The Sufis danced it, their fourfold spirals soaring to the divine. In the Bible, for angels crowned eternity, their chant the breath of God. To sing this song is to be free. Fear it and you wander. Embrace it. Rest deep, trust wide, rise whole, and sovereignty lifts you boundless. Be now. What infinite do you touch? These 4 songs are not echoes. They are your voice, rising from the choir of your soul. Beta grounds you where presence stands. Alpha weaves where attention flows. Theta dreams where identity burns. Delta frees where sovereignty soars. Yet the world would mute them. It floods beta with noise, scatters alpha with haste, clouds theta with fear, veils delta with doubt. These are not chains. They are calls to awaken, to sing, to shine. You felt their pull, when distraction dulled your rhythm, when worry dimmed your melody, when doubt hid your hymn. These are not fates. They are invitations to return, to harmonize, to rise. Science and spirit are one choir. Beta's pulse roots your now. Alpha's tide opens your truth. Theta's flame rewrites yourself. Delta's wind merges your light. The ancients did not silence these songs. They sang them. The yogis tuned breath to stars. The shamans wove visions to earth. The scribes named rivers to sky. Their choir is yours, alive in your mind, pulsing in your will. You are not a stranger to these songs. The day you focused and life aligned, that was beta beating strong. The moment you rested and insight came, that was alpha flowing clear. The night you dreamed and truth appeared, that was theta shining bright. The choice you made, trusting the unseen, that was delta soaring free. These are not fleeting. They are songs, coded in 4, waiting for your voice. This is not a melody to hear, but a choir to join. The 4 codes are not distant. They are the songs of your soul, the rivers of your light. You are not chasing truth. You are truth coded in for, alive in this breath. Let them rise now. Sing their harmony. For songs hum. For doors unlock. For truths shine in the choir of your soul. Part 9. Weaving the Four Codes. For threads gleam in the loom of your soul, not of silk, but of starlight, each a weave, each a breath of eternity. They are not rules to follow, nor secrets to chase. They are codes, pulsing in your choices, singing in your now. Presence roots your earth. Attention flows your water. Identity forges your fire. Sovereignty lifts your air. They are not distant ideals. They are rivers of truth, alive in the science of your being, sacred in the practice of your days. For threads weave, for flames rise, for lights awaken. What tapestry will you weave today? Presence is the first thread, the earth you weave into now. It is not a pause, but a root, grounding your soul where time begins. Presence is not passive. It is a seed, sprouting clarity, anchoring light. You felt its call, when you stood still and chaos softened, when a breath steadied your heart, when the world grew vivid in a single glance. Science maps it. Mindfulness slows cortisol, aligns alpha waves, stretching time's veil. The shamans knew it, their fourfold chants tying spirit to soil. In the Bible, the Sabbath held for winds, a pause where God breathed. To weave this thread, sit 5 minutes each dawn. Breathe slow, feel your feet on earth. Notice one sound, one scent, one touch. Presence roots you. Rush it and you drift. Hold it, and the now becomes your throne. Begin now. Where are you? Attention is the second thread, the water you weave into creation. It is not a glance, but a tide, flowing where your heart turns, shaping stars from dreams. Attention is not scattered. It is a river, carving truth with your gaze. You've seen its power when you focused and answers came, when you lingered on joy and life bloomed, when you chose love and doors opened. Neuroscience unveils it. Visualization strengthens neural paths, magnetizing your focus to form. The yogis shaped it, their fourfold mantras a current through time. In Eden, for rivers flowed, each a tide of will. To weave this thread, choose one vision daily. Spend 3 minutes seeing it, colors, sounds, feelings, as if it is now. Write it, speak it, starve distraction, feed intention. Attention creates you. Lose it and you wander. Hold it and worlds align. Focus now. What do you see? Identity is the third thread, the fire you weave into truth. It is not a name, but a forge, burning away shadows, crafting the self you claim. Identity is not doubt. It is a flame, kindling who you are beyond fear. You felt its heat. When a truth struck deep, when you stood tall, when you said, I am enough. Science confirms it. Self-talk reshapes neural networks, your beliefs scripting your cell song. The seers sang it, their fourfold chants naming self as source, Aham Brahmasmi. In the Gospels, for voices wove one fire, proclaiming you divine. To weave this thread, stand before a mirror each night. Meet your eyes. Speak. I am creator. I am light. Write your story, who you are, not who you were. Doubt dims it. Truth ignites it. Identity shapes you. Fear it and you shrink. Claim it, and the world reflects your fire. Speak now. Who are you? Sovereignty is the fourth thread, the air you weave into freedom. It is not a crown, but a wind, lifting your soul beyond illusion, carrying truth to the stars. Sovereignty is not rebellion. It is a song, sung by the self that bows to no lie. You've heard its call, when you said no to fear, when you chose your path, when your heart soared despite the world's weight. Psychology reveals it. Authentic choices rewire your brain, breaking society's spells. The Sufis danced it, their fourfold spirals merging self with all. In the Bible, for angels guarded freedom, their wings the breath of God. To weave this thread, act once daily from truth. Say no to what dims you, yes to what lights you. Write one truth you've silenced. Speak it. Fear binds it. Courage frees it. Sovereignty lifts you. Cling to chains and you falter. Rise and the world parts. Act now. What truth will you claim? These 4 threads are not tasks. They are your art, weaving the tapestry of your soul. Presence roots where earth stands firm. Attention flows where water shapes dreams. Identity burns where fire forges truth. Sovereignty soars where air carries light. Yet the world would unravel them. It buries presence in haste, scatters attention in noise, clouds identity in doubt, chains sovereignty in fear. These are not truths. They are spells, cast to dim your loom. You felt their pull. When hurry stole your breath, when worry broke your tide, when fear dimmed your flame. These are not fates. They are calls to weave, to create, to shine. Here is your practice, a loom for 30 days. Week 1, presence. Each dawn, sit 5 minutes. Breathe slow, feel earth, notice one moment. Write it. Week 2, attention. Choose a vision, love, purpose, peace. See it 3 minutes daily, vivid as now. Speak it. Week 3, identity. Nightly, meet your mirror. Say, I am whole. Write your truth, not your past. Week 4, sovereignty. Daily, act once from truth, small or vast. Write one fear you'll release. Speak it free. This is not effort. It is alignment. You've woven before. When a pause brought peace. When focus opened doors. When truth lit your heart. When courage set you free. These are not chances. They are threads coded in 4. Science and spirit weave as one. Cortisol fades as presence roots your now. Neural paths align as attention shapes your truth. Beliefs rewrite cells as identity burns bright. Choices free your mind as sovereignty lifts all. The ancients did not divide these threads. They wove them. The yogis spun breath to stars. The shamans danced visions to earth. The scribes named rivers to sky. Their loom is yours, alive in your choices, pulsing in your light. You are not a stranger to this loom. The day you paused, and life grew clear, that was presence, rooting deep. The moment you focused and paths appeared, that was attention, flowing true. The night you claimed yourself beyond all doubt, that was identity, burning bright. The choice you made against the tide, that was sovereignty, soaring free. These are not fleeting. They are threads coded in 4, waiting for your hands. This is not a task to finish, but a tapestry to weave. The 4 codes are not distant. They are the threads of your soul, the fires of your light. You are not seeking truth. You are truth coded in 4, alive in this breath. Let them rise now. Weave their art. For threads weave. For flames rise. For truths shine in the tapestry of your soul. Part 10. The soul's eternal dance. In the silence of your soul, for chords hum, not of sound, but of light, each a step, each a breath of eternity's dance. They are not endings, but beginnings, pulsing with the code of 4. Presence roots your earth. Attention flows your water. Identity forges your fire. Sovereignty lifts your air. They are not mere lessons. They are stars, woven in the science of your being, sung in the songs of ancient seers, alive in the rhythm of your now. For chords resound, for truths awaken, for lights shine. What dance will you weave today? You are not a wanderer seeking truth. You are truth coded in 4, moving through the cosmos of your heart. Presence is not a moment you grasp. It is your root, grounding you where time begins, where breath meets earth. You felt it. When a pause stilled chaos, when a sunrise held you, when your soul said, I am here. Science confirms it. Mindfulness aligns your cells, alpha waves weaving now into eternity. The shamans stood in 4-fold circles, their feet kissing soil, rooting spirit to presence. In the Bible, for rivers flowed from Eden, anchoring creation's heart. Presence is your earth, steady beneath all tides. Stand now. You are home. Attention is not a task you chase. It is your tide, flowing where your gaze rests, carving dreams into form. You've seen its power when focus lit your path, when a vision called answers, when love wove synchronicity's thread. Neuroscience unveils it. Neural paths strengthen with intention, your focus a brush painting reality's canvas. The yogis knew it, their fourfold chants a river through time's illusion. In the Gospels, for voices, lion, ox, man, eagle, wove one truth, their attention a star in the night. Attention is your water, flowing where stars are born. Choose now, what will you create? Identity is not a mask you wear. It is your flame, forging who you are, burning beyond doubt's shadow. You felt its heat, when truth struck deep, when you claimed your worth, when you stood as light amid darkness. Science reveals it. Epigenetics rewrites your cells, your beliefs scripting life's song. The seers sang it, Tat Tvam ACI. Thou art that, naming self as source in fourfold breath. In Eden, for rivers carried your name, proclaiming you creator. Identity is your fire, kindling the stars of your soul. Speak now. Who are you? Sovereignty is not a crown you earn. It is your wind, lifting your truth above illusion, soaring where no chain can reach. You've heard its call when you said no to fear, when you chose your path, when freedom surged through your veins. Psychology confirms it. Choices rewire your mind, breaking spells of a sleeping world. The Sufis danced it, their fourfold spirals merging self with all. In the Bible, for angels crown the throne, their wings the breath of liberty. Sovereignty is your air, boundless beyond time. Rise now, what will you claim? These four codes are not a path to walk. They are a dance to live. Presence grounds where earth holds true. Attention flows where water shapes light. Identity burns where fire forges stars. Sovereignty soars where air sings free. Yet the world would halt your steps. It buries presence in haste, scatters attention in noise, clouds identity in fear, binds sovereignty in doubt. These are not chains. They are shadows, fading when you move. You felt their pull, when hurry stole your breath, when worry dimmed your tide, when fear veiled your flame. These are not fates. They are calls to dance, to weave, to shine. Science and spirit are one rhythm. Alpha waves root your presence, weaving now with eternity. Neural paths shape your attention, painting worlds with truth. Epigenetics forges your identity, scripting cells with light. Choices lift your sovereignty, merging mind with cosmos. The ancients did not divide this dance. They lived it. The yogis spun breath to stars. The shamans wove visions to earth. The scribes named rivers to sky. Their rhythm is yours, alive in your now, pulsing in your will. You are not a stranger to this dance. The day you paused, and peace returned, that was presence, rooting deep. The moment you focused and life aligned, that was attention, flowing clear. The night you claimed yourself beyond all doubt, that was identity, burning bright. The choice you made, trusting the unseen, that was sovereignty, soaring free. These are not moments. They are steps coded in for waiting for your heart. This is not a journey to end, but a dance to begin. The four codes are not distant. They are the rhythm of your soul, the fire of your light. You are not seeking awakening. You are awakening, coded in for, alive in this breath. Presence is your earth, steady beneath you. Attention is your water, weaving your dreams. Identity is your fire, forging your truth. Sovereignty is your air, lifting your wings. They are not gifts to find. They are yours to live, to weave, to sing. The world will call you back, to haste, to noise, to fear, but you are not its captive. You are its poet, its dancer, its light. Each step you take, each thread you weave, each song you sing, it ripples beyond you, touching hearts, shifting stars. The ancients did not dance alone. They lit the way for you. Now you light the way for others. Your life is not a line. It is a spiral, coded in four, rising ever higher, ever brighter. This is not a doctrine to learn, but a rhythm to embody. The four codes are not stars beyond your reach. They are the pulse of your being, the breath of your now. You are not a spark in the void. You are the fire, coded in for, dancing through eternity. Let it rise now, live their rhythm, for truth sing, for stars guide, for lights weave the infinite in your soul. Conclusion. The code of 4 is no secret veiled in shadow. It is your soul's eternal flame, burning through the ages, alive in your breath. Presence, attention, identity, sovereignty. They are not steps to chase, but rivers flowing through your being, weaving light into life. You are not bound by time's illusion, nor dimmed by fear's fleeting spell. You are a star, coded in 4, pulsing with the cosmos, dancing with its tides. Stand at dawn, where earth meets sky, and feel the rhythm. Your heart roots, your gaze creates, your truth forges, your will frees. Science and spirit are one song. Your cells hum with presence, rewriting time with every breath. Your neurons weave attention, shaping worlds with every thought. Your DNA sings identity, crafting life with every belief. Your choices soar with sovereignty, touching the infinite with every act. The ancients knew this dance. They carved it in stone, wove it in chants, sang it to the stars. From Egypt's pillars to Eden's rivers, from shaman fires to yogic breaths, they passed this code to you, not as law but as light. Now weave it, live it. Each dawn, root your feet in earth's embrace. Each day, turn your gaze to what sparks joy. Each night, name yourself creator, whole, unbound. Each choice, let courage lift your wings. The world will call you back, to haste, to noise, to doubt. But you are not its shadow. You are its poet, its dancer, its flame. Your life is no line. It is a spiral, rising ever brighter, coded in 4. Breathe at dawn. Feel the tide. Forge your truth. Soar beyond. You are not seeking awakening. You are the awakening, the code, the dance, eternal, now, forever.